Hi, I'm Marv. Today I'm going to talk about Aftermath and vehicles and encumbrances and storages. I was in a game last week and the game master and the players were having a discussion. How many people fit in a Suburban? And they're going back and forth and they're talking about people fitting in a Suburban, and they were going between 6 and 9 people would fit in a Suburban. And that seemed reasonable to them. So I came home and I asked my wife. I said, how many people fit in a Suburban? She goes, well, 6 or 9, depending on the number of seats. I said, yes, okay. So how many Aftermath characters fit in a Suburban? And she says, 4. And I said, that's exactly right. 4 Aftermath characters fit in a Suburban. Why? Because this is how Aftermath characters imagine themselves. A guy with a little tiny pack. And I guarantee you 9 of these guys would fit in a 9-seat Suburban without a problem. You could probably even fit in 10 if you really pushed it. But what do Aftermath characters really look like? Well, they look like this poor guy, with a ton of equipment and guns and helmets on and boots. I don't think 9 of these guys are going to fit in a Suburban. Maybe 4 of these guys are going to fit in a Suburban. So in Aftermath, it's a little confusing because how exactly do we work these Suburbans and these things, because they have storage capacities and stuff. So let's look at the changes I made to adding vehicles. So let's say this is a SUV that's a Suburban SUV. Then it says, what is the encumbrance capacity of the storage area of the vehicle? Well, if we look down here at a 6-seat Suburban, it has a storage capacity of 15. So we put 15 in here. Then it says, how many passengers will fit in this vehicle? Well, if we look at the 6-seat Suburban, it says 3. So we put in 3. Now, interestingly, you can fit 6 people in the Suburban, but because it's a 6-person Suburban, but 3 Aftermath characters will fit in a 6-person Suburban. Now, sure, you can fit 4 characters in the Suburban if they stick all their gear in the back, or most of their gear in the back. Same with a pickup truck. 2-seat pickup truck will hold 1 Aftermath character and his gear and his guns. It'll hold many more people, up to 4, if they're willing to sit in the bed with their gear, but that means 2 people in front, 2 people in the back, and all the gear in the back. That means the 2 people in the cab can't access their weapons or their backpacks or anything. Okay, let's add this SUV. So here's the SUV we just added, this one here. So if we manage this SUV, it says actual number of passengers 3. And it tells you that you have an storage encumbrance capacity of 15. Well, if we say, let's throw another passenger in here, now it says that the average character for this game has an encumbrance of 6.02. And now we have 8.98 remaining in our storage, but the players are going to have to put their packs into the storage area. What if we put 5 people in it? Will 5 people fit? Yes, 5 people will fit in this vehicle as well, but they don't have access to their packs. That's because these people are fairly light. Now, in an average game, players tend to have an encumbrance of 4.5, and their packs tend to have an encumbrance of 6. So that's at least 10 per player. So they're not going to fit in the Suburban like that. And in fact, one of the characters in our game has an encumbrance of 12. She carries a pack with 8. Now, she's an NPC and she carries gear, so her job is carrying gear. But still, she weighs 4.5, and she has at least 8 gear, so she's a total of 12. She's not going to be riding in this vehicle with 9 other people. So that's how we work it. All different vehicles have different sizes. This is on the size chart, and you can calculate it up and look at what vehicles are each, and then you can change your encumbrances for the vehicle based on the number of characters you're carrying. So if you have a pickup truck and you want to carry 4 people, then you're not going to have a lot of pickup truck space left. I know that I have a very large hiking backpack, and if I put it in my trunk, I have about half my trunk left. If I take another person with me, then I have no trunk left, and we've taken 2 seats. At best, I could fit 1 more person in my car, and it's a big car, by putting their pack and them in the back seat. So All of this wasn't really possible before the website because calculating all this up, knowing the total encumbrances, and then recalculating everything with a calculator took hours. Nobody wanted to figure out how many exact people would fit in a pickup truck because it took too much work. Now that the computer does all the math, we can do this, we can figure it out, we can be a little bit more accurate without taking a lot of time to do it. So that's storages, that's how you store things. And of course, when you're building a storage, if that storage is a building, well, then of course, buildings are much bigger and they don't have passengers. Keep in mind that if you exceed the number of passengers in a vehicle, let's say a small car can hold 4 normal passengers, and you put 5 passengers into it, or you have a pickup truck that'll hold 2 people, and you put 3 people in it, then one of those people does not have seatbelts and airbags. So if there's an accident, that person's not going to fare too well. Same with a cargo van, lots of space. You can carry 2 people up front and 6 people in the back. But it's a cargo van, there's no seatbelts back there. So keep that in mind. Well, if there's anything else that you feel you want to see in the game, let me know. I'd be happy to add it.